Huge congratulations on winning this award. How does it feel?
Unreal. I'm so overwhelmed. It's crazy.
People haven't seen The Freedom of the Sea. Can you describe in a few words what it's about?
It's about my family moving over from Iran in the 80s and how now they can swim in the sea, which they couldn't do back then due to segregation.
What sort of sparked the initial idea to make a film about it?
I had to make a film for my course and I had no idea what to do. And I thought, my family's story is right there that I've been hearing like little bits of since I was little. And I just piece it all together into one tale. Yeah.
Were there any other films or documentaries you'd seen that sort of inspired your approach?
I said there earlier, I'm not too familiar with the genre. I'm definitely going to look into it more now. But just, I'm not sure, various bits and bobs that I've seen. I couldn't name one in particular though.
What was the hardest part of making the film, and what was a highlight for you?
The hardest part was getting in the sea. That was crazy. It was snowing. Like Brighton Sea is freezing, and I was like numb. But it was worth it for the shot. And the highlight was filming us having dinner because we all got the giggles, and I was like, "Be serious, guys." Yeah, it was funny.
And for you guys being here today, what does it mean to you to, I guess, be celebrating, nurturing, and providing this amazing platform for young people wanting to get in the industry?
It's just wonderful because there's already so much talent, but having something like these awards is something for them to make a film and like to send it to and submit to, and to like have this achievement. It means that like the happiest thing was just now in the other interview when Rosie said, "I'm making a film now, another film," because what's important is that they keep going, keep making more films, because this is just the start really. And so that's what this awards really means, is it's a platform for all these filmmakers to hopefully take their next steps and make their next films.
I think also it's a platform for hope. It's a platform to kind of let a young person that maybe is sitting somewhere in an area that doesn't have a huge amount of resources or targeted work around film. It's letting them know that you can make something in your space, and that could potentially be now on a stage in front of a Spice Girl or Hugh Grant or whoever, right? I think that idea that, as you said, like you now go on and make more films, like the fact that you haven't actually really watched documentaries to inspire you tells me a lot about your talent, because there's lots of people that would be super meticulous about watching everything and trying to be inspired by other people. It's in you, and that talent is within you already. And so, creating a space where you can hear that from somebody else, hopefully then pushes you kind of forward and gives you the fuel,
And how do you see the state of the industry right now in terms of access for people from different backgrounds, nationalities, ethnicities? Do you feel like there does need to be more done to create that access?
Yeah, I think that it's an issue. It's an issue. There's not enough diversity. There's not enough opportunities for women as well. I think that there's a lot of lip service, but change isn't as fast as one would want. When you look at the statistics, they're actually quite depressing. So I entered the industry in 2000 and we were saying this stuff then, and we're still saying the same exact things and answering the same questions now. And so a lot more needs to be done, but organizations like Interfilm can bring film into the classroom, into spaces, like you said, where there isn't access to film, where people realize actually demystify the process. We all have a camera phone, we all have a video on our phone. The technology is in our hands right now, and we could even do it on our phone. It just needs that to kick in, to know it's the confidence and the belief that you can. That it's much more accessible than people think, actually. So the more that people can do to get that out to young people to know, then hopefully more change will come. But it's unfortunately more change is needed.
I agree completely. I completely agree with that. I think that there's lots of lip service in spaces. Lots of people will do like kind of tokenistic things, but it's deep-rooted systemic change that needs to happen when it comes to diversifying the industry and also bringing new perspectives in. And I know that you are welcome and that there is space for you, and that we are going to shift our culture in order to make it feel like you can be here, not just hire you for ticking boxes. I guess my position is always to be positively disruptive and to create those spaces. So on the 19th of July, we're actually going to do a youth takeover of the BFI, South Bank, and bring all of these underrepresented, maybe young people that feel like it's not for them into a space that they can say, look, oh my gosh, this is in London. Like, I can come here, I can meet other filmmakers, and then hopefully the vision is off the back of that. You keep doing that, people kind of, like a bit of a wildfire, people start to say, oh, actually, this works really well. Like, this is a pathway in. But then equally, as I said, the cultures within organizations in the industry need to be picked up, shaken, thrown out, restarted again.
There are no specific pathways into this industry, and I think that's the issue, is that you kind of have to bang down the door.
Yeah.
And it's by making films and by keeping making good work, no matter what barriers or obstacles you face, you know, you're only as good as your last film. So you just keep going and making the work, and then people have to listen.
And if you had one piece of advice for people who are maybe thinking about getting into film, or maybe they think it's not really for them, what would you tell them?
Make films. Because the only way you know, it's a very practical experience making a film. It draws on all kinds of skills. I think you only really know by actually making one if it's for you or not.
I think confidence is like a muscle. And I think, like in the gym, you would start off and push really small weights. So that might be just being the person at family gatherings that takes videos and stuff like that. And then off the back of that, maybe you apply for a college course, or you decide to do something in your room. I think it's just, as you said, it's make film, it's trying to do it. The bottom line is your first stuff isn't going to be amazing in the scheme of the journey that you're going to go on. But if you don't start, then the time is going to pass anyway. And in years to come, you'll be like, oh man, like doing something that I don't really love. And I wish I'd done that. And how many people in the world are like, so at least try. You know?
You've inspired me now. I'm going to make a film. Just very quickly, you said you're already thinking about your second film. What's it going to be about?
I'm on my third now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going in a completely new direction. As much as I loved documentary, I'm making sort of experimental scripted films. I'm very inspired by filmmakers like John Waters and Yorgos Lanthimos, sort of odd queer cinema. Yeah, we're going in a weird route, but I'm excited to go there.
I love that. Well, good luck for that. Huge congratulations on the award. Thanks so much for your time. Really enjoyed today. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.